Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures. Today I have the final, as of right now, the final Warhammer Underworlds warband and the final release for Beastgrave. And I've had it for, well, we don't want to admit how long it's been sitting here at the table, neglected and unbuilt. But it's time. It's time, especially with Direchasm right around the corner. So this is Morgwaeth's Blade Coven. And if I ever get around to playing WarCry again, well, they're going to be the start of a nice little Daughters of Khaine warband. So it looks like we have 5 models, including a Medusa, which is kind of cool. We have a masked whip lady. We've got a witch elf and 2 regular, whatever you call the witch girls. I don't know what you call the witches. I've never really played Dark Elves, so alright, as is the case with every Warhammer Underworlds release since its inception as both a game and a line of models, you have 2 of these half sprues, or 1 whole sprue if you want to call it that, that is going to make up the warband. You have custom nice bases for each and every member, with a larger one obviously for our Medusa. Parts are pre-colored, kind of a mauve purple. I mean, it works. And I have to say that, you know, if you're not going to paint this stuff, at least if you leave them as is, it's kind of nice having all of the various colored sprues for your warbands. Construction does not look very difficult, and having built every single warband at this point up to these ladies, construction really is not difficult. Sure, there's a piece every now and then that might give you a hard time, but, you know, these are designed for push fit, no glue necessary, so if you like that, you really should check them out. Plus, you've got the whole deck building aspect of the game as well, which I thought my deck builder of a son would be playing me with, but yeah, that has yet to happen. So, in the meantime, I'm going to keep painting, and hopefully someday we will break through that thick-headedness of his that he gets from me, and we'll hopefully get him playing this. But at least we can look forward to when things are safer out there, we will definitely be getting the game going again. So sit tight, let me get these guys, not guys, ladies, built, and we will see how they turn out. Alright, we got Marathi's gal pals all put together here. Not that they were super complicated, and not that they're actually attached all the way to their base, because I do want an easier time trying to get them painted as well as their base. But they went together pretty easily. I wasn't as worried about these as some of the other ones. I was kind of concerned with their very thin, spindly, wispy hair and blades that I might break something, but I managed to get them all put together relatively painlessly. Now this model is only probably the biggest concern of the bunch, just because of that whip. There are at least the 2 connection points here, which is nice, and despite the fact that she's barely touching that base, it does seem pretty solid and sturdy, so I do like that. Moving on to the next of our witch elf ladies, our hunched over one standing on a log. Alright. Oh, I don't remember what these ladies are called. The hag? I don't know. Blood elf? Beats me. I think they're absolutely... A lot of times, I was going to say, they absolutely need to be primed. A lot of times with the plastics, I just like to start painting straight up. I don't even bother priming. But the plastic they use on these ladies is so dark. It's going to be an issue. So I didn't attach the Medusa very well. There is a bit of a gap there, but hopefully it won't be as bad once I have her fully attached to the base. It's interesting how she actually had the middle part of her tail section was actually integrated into the base. It's just the tip and the top that are going to be separate pieces. So construction-wise, as always, not a big issue. I don't have any parts sticking out like I did with the Overlords. Carrier-drawn Overlords guys had a tendency to have their guns pop out as I'm trying to paint them, and they still do. I'm going to most likely have to glue those. So let's grab some other models and let's see how these ladies turn out. Now, I've had boxes of Witch Elf stuff laying around, hoping to do a WarCry video that I've never gotten around to because that Bloodwrack Shrine is like the perfect introductory WarCry starter warband, but I think these ladies with that are an even better supplement because that did have the Medusa, but this has a dedicated Medusa. So obviously with our old Witch Hunter friend here, he is a little bit on the short and dour side, but these are newer models as well. Sorry, buddy. Ladies only. Well, you're not really a lady. You're a plant. But just to give a good... You know what? I'm going to kick you two out of here because neither of you are actually standing up. And despite your scenic base, we'll let you stay leader lady. Let's grab some other random Warhammer Underworlds models. Still not as big as good old... Whoa, Molog! But Molog is taking enemies out with him on the way down from his little perch here. What's that all about, Molog? You getting angry? Molog smash! Yeah, so stylistically, size-wise, theme-wise, you know, they fit in perfectly with everything else in the line, and I do appreciate that. And I know I've said it many times, but I will continue to say it. I think, much like the Necromunda stuff, is a much more reasonably priced answer to 40k proper. I feel that the Warhammer Underworld stuff is a much, much better, reasonably priced way to get into Warhammer Fantasy or Age of Sigmar or whatever you want to call it these days. And I think also, especially with a lot of these warbands, it's also a nice way to enter into Warhammer WarCry. I was going to say Warhammer Underworlds WarCry, but that's just a combination of too many names. No, I really do feel that I think you get a lot of bang for your buck. You got the nice custom bases. Everything is push fit. You get a variety of units, so, you know, if you wanted to mix and match things, especially in a game like WarCry, where it's going to be more important that you have different types of units available, these box sets are, I think, a great way of going forward. And for somebody like me that loves to collect various models of various types for no apparent reason sometimes other than just to paint it and hopefully get to play once this stupid pandemic is under control, but in the meantime, it does fulfill that need I have of checking out various armies for a much, much more reasonably priced venture. So if you're interested in any of the 40k, Age of Sigmar stuff, I think that Warhammer Underworlds honestly and truly is your best way into the system and game. So hopefully with the new Direchasm coming out soon, there's going to be even more opportunities for people to check out new and interesting warbands. And with that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.